Well, hi again, everybody. I've got a video today, but before we get into it, I want to issue a warning. You may not want to watch this video because I'm going to tell you some things. I'm going to give you a news story that when I read it, it brought, my antennas went up. But when I looked at it deeper, my antennas really went up. So if you don't want to hear anything negative, if you get turned off by anything negative, you just want to look at the bright side of everything, God bless you. But I cannot unsee some of the things that I see. So you have been warned. All right, so I'm going to lead in with this. This is an email I received from Stephen Bales recently. And you'll see where this thing is going. It says, Alan, thanks for what you do and the videos you provide. So interesting and thought-provoking. I, too, am an RVer who is concerned about the future of RVing and the country. But when I tell my family that we need to prepare for major changes in how we live, they laugh it off. Very frustrating. Any suggestions on how to get my wife and kids to open their eyes would be great. Again, love what you do, Stephen Bales. Well, Stephen, I hate to say this, but you are not alone. I'm telling you, it's hard to wake people up. People don't want to wake up, literally. I mean, think about it. When you're sound asleep, it feels so good, doesn't it? The alarm wakes you up. It doesn't feel good. It jolts you. And it takes you a few minutes to, kind of get your brain going. People, I think, don't want to be awake. Most people. Sadly, they think the government's going to take care of them. They think, it's been bad before. Everything's going to be okay. And I wish I could live like that. But it's like I said earlier, it's hard for me to unsee some of the things that I see. I think that today, generally speaking, Americans are blessed and we're cursed. We're blessed because we are Americans. We live in what I still believe is the greatest country on earth. But we're cursed because it's such a great country. We are all so spoiled. We're lazy and fat and feel entitled and we're arrogant and we instantly snap to judgments and there's no way we're as tough as our generations that were before us. We like to think, well, we're the smartest generation that ever was. I don't think that's true. But anyway, so we're blessed and we're cursed and most people don't want to wake up. When I was young, I thought I knew everything. But as I got older and had many, many experiences, as they say, looking behind the curtain, I didn't want to see some of the things that I was seeing. If somebody would have told you, I mentioned in a previous video about the baby formula shortage and how bad it is. I know a lot of people are going, well, it doesn't affect me. Well, do you think that that's as bad as it's going to get? The baby shortage formula? I don't. I think that there could be some other shortages that are much, much, much more catastrophic to more people than the baby formula shortage. And that's bad enough. I mean, what about light bulbs? What about gasoline? Diesel. I'm hearing stories about maybe diesel is going to be shut off. I drive a diesel car. If diesel gets shut off, that's going to be a bad thing for me. But what else could go wrong? All right, so I want to read to you. This is from Politico, and this is about what my fear is, and it's about weaponizing drugs. Before I read this little story to you and the highlights of the story, think about what if you were unable to get your prescription medication. You just can't get them. For a lot of people, it could mean their life or death. They depend on those medications. Oh, that could never happen. Well, let me read something to you, and then I'm going to give you the punchline at the end. And I think you're going to go, oh my God. Politico. It says one of the biggest national security threats in the U.S.-China trade war could be to the everyday medicines taken by millions of Americans. The U.S. relies on imported medicines from China in a big way. Antibiotics, over-the-counter meds, pain meds, and the stuff that stops itching and swelling, a lot of it is imported from China. It goes on. It says, the U.S. is woefully unprepared to address even minor disruptions in the supply of these drugs. Quote, medicines can be used as a weapon of war against the United States. Rosemary Gibson, senior advisor on healthcare issues at the bioethics-focused Hastings Center and co-author of China RX, exposing the risks of America's dependence on China for medicine, told lawmakers last month. Supplies can be withheld. Medicines can be made with lethal contaminants or sold without any real medicine in them, rendering them ineffective, end of quote. So last year, China accounted for 95% of U.S. imports of ibuprofen, 91% of the U.S. imports of hydrocortisone, 70% of U.S. imports of acetaminophen, 40 to 45% of the U.S. imports of penicillin, and 40% of U.S. imports of heparin, according to Commerce Department data. Oh, that could never happen. Do you know when this was written? When would you guess? When would you guess this came out? It came out in December of 2019. December, I think it was December 20th. Was it? December of 2019. Do you know what happened 1 month after they talked about possibly having our pharmaceuticals, our meds used as a weapon against us? Because they make them over there, so many of them. 1 month later, on January the 20th, was the first known case of COVID in the United States. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Like I say, I like to read a lot. I like to study and think. I like to pass along some of the information that I find. That's scary. That's, looking behind the curtain. That's really not good. Oh, they would never do that. Well, my question is, do you think that, and I know that I'm going to talk about RVing here in a second, I promise I will. Do you think that U.S.-China relations are better today than they were, way before COVID? Are they better? Are they worse? Are they about the same? Well, if you think that it's about the same. It's about the same. If you think that the relations are about the same, this was written before COVID. I don't think this is a good thing. I think if we wanted to be held hostage, if somebody wanted to declare war on us, how about going after the people that have to have our meds to stay healthy and to stay alive? That's scary to me. It really is. And by the way, do you know what APIs are? APIs in the drug industry. An API, it's a term for active pharmaceutical ingredients. API, active pharmaceutical ingredients. When those ingredients are made over in a foreign country, China to be exact, I'm not getting down on China. I'm just talking about what possibly could happen. This is why I talk about being prepared. Sit down, talk with your family. What was it? Stephen Bales? Talk with your family. I know it's going to be hard. Don't yell at them. They're spoiled rotten. We've spoiled our kids and our grandkids. And we're spoiled. We've got the best food, the best housing, the best air conditioning, cars better than they've ever been before. I mean, money flowing like crazy until recently. We're just spoiled rotten. It's no wonder people can't see what some of us are seeing. The good news, at least for me, I am optimistic because I think more and more people every day are going, something ain't right. Something's not right. Do you think the government knows more than they're telling us? I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. Do you think the politicians or some people in Washington know more than we do? Stupid question, right? Did you watch a while back the thing on the UFOs or the UAPs or whatever they call them, the unidentified aerial phenomena? You think we know everything? I don't think so either. I don't think they know everything either. We put so much faith in our government officials that they're going to take care of us, watch out for us. And yes, that's what they're supposed to do. But they're human beings. All of them, I think. And human beings take care of themselves first. Because we're human beings. That's just the truth. It's hard to put yourself behind everybody else. It's hard to be a hero. I don't think I could ever be a hero. The heroes that we have out there, I'm wearing my freedom shirt. I want to pretend that one day I could be a hero. But people that step it up and do things that normal people won't do, those are the heroes. And to talk about things, whether they're the UFOs or UAPs or the possibility that the APIs over in China might get cut off. Our meds could be cut off, or even to bring it up. I think, oh my God, we got to shut that guy down. We got to cancel it. Don't talk about it. It came out 1 month before COVID. And we haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything about it since. Have you? I suggest, Stephen Bales, and to everybody, just think. Think of the possibilities. Think what could happen. You know, if it's light bulbs, if it's fuel, you know, baby formula right now. What else could like create this domino effect? Americans right now are scared. A lot of them. Their 401ks are going down. Almost nobody's making money in the stock market. This Twitter thing and all the bots and all the AI, artificial intelligence. I believe in human beings. Computers are important. Technology is important. But communication with other human beings, honest communication, I think that is what we need to do. So Stephen Bales, my suggestion is try to grab your family, ask them to put their cell phones away, and y'all talk. You know, don't make it a big lecture. Don't make it a long, big, drawn-out deal. But just say, you know, what if something happened? Are we ready? Do we have food? Do we have medication for us? You know, I've gone to my doctor and I've said, look, I want to have 90 days. I need 90 days out on my stuff. Because if there's a run, at least I can stay, you know, somewhat healthy for the next 3 months. If you haven't talked to your doctor, if you haven't got a financial plan together, if you haven't got food, if you haven't talked about security with your family, now is a pretty good time, I think, to do so. So, as I said, if you have to hear nothing but happy news, this was probably not a very good video for you to watch. I warned you. I did. At the very beginning. Said, hey, if it's got to be all happy, you know, ice cream and lollipops, this is not going to be the video for you. But if you like seeing behind the curtain, you know, I like seeing behind the curtain, even though sometimes I don't like what I see, but I enjoy looking behind the curtain and digging deeper and learning more and more and more. And as I learn more, I pass that along to people here on my YouTube channel. So let me know what you think. Do you think that we've seen the worst of it? Baby formula, that's as bad as it's going to get. Or do you think that just maybe there could be something else coming our way? Drop a comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it on social media with your family and friends who might enjoy a little bit of wingman wisdom. Thank you so much for watching. I am Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home. I'll see you in the next video.